My maternity pictures are today. I'm so excited. So I thought we could do a little get ready with me and I could talk about my recent pregnancy symptoms and also why you don't install your car seat base or your car seat in the car until it's time to go to the hospital. I'm gonna start with the car seat situation because that's obviously the most interesting part. So on Friday, I was driving to work. Out of nowhere, a deer literally basically T-boned me. He hit me right where like the window and the windshield meet each other, where that little crossbar kind of thing is. Luckily, all that shattered was that tiny little panel that like doesn't roll down when you roll your window down. That's like right outside your mirror, if that makes sense. I'm honestly so lucky that he hit where he did, because I think if he had hit like any further to the front of my car, he would have shattered my windshield and my airbag probably would have deployed. I think if he had gone any more to like the side of me, the actual window would have shattered and all that glass would have like gone all over me. Randomly enough, there was actually someone that I work with at school in the car behind me. So she literally watched it happen. And later we were texting and she was like, that was actually so intense. And I have never seen a deer like hit a car that hard. And you have a very sturdy car. We obviously called the doctor. I never had any kind of crazy symptoms. Baby was moving normally like all day. The airbags didn't deploy. I didn't have to like slam on my brakes. Honestly, the impact of the deer slowed my car down, but we did all the things. Baby is fine. I am fine. I literally did not have a cut, a scrape or anything, but that poor deer was not fine. I like immediately texted my team lead and was like, so I'm going to be a little bit late. The first like 5 minutes, I was like, I'm fine. I'm going to go to work. I'll be there soon, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, do not come to work, stay home. And I was like, no, I'm fine. And then after like 10 minutes, I think the shock wore off and I just started crying, and I cried and cried and cried for probably 30 minutes. I think like just like the impact of it and how like much it freaked me out was just like throwing my body off, and just like remembering right after it happened, like, oh yeah, I'm pregnant. And so that wasn't even just like me that was at risk, my baby was at risk. It definitely like sent me into a little bit of a spiral for a minute. I feel like sometimes people can like think that we're invincible a little bit, and we hear like warnings about stuff and it's like, oh, well, that won't happen to me though. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do what I wanna do. Well, I'm so glad that we didn't put the car seat or the car seat base in my car yet, because had we, then we would be buying a new car seat and new car seat base, because obviously if you get in a wreck with those in your car, you have to get new ones. What's also extra annoying is that we actually just got this car back like 2 or 3 weeks ago from the shop, and it was there for like 8 weeks. But it's just so annoying that we literally just got that car back. All in all though, I'm just glad that baby and I are both safe and nobody was hurt. Moving on to just like pregnancy things. I do have gestational diabetes, and sometimes that means an early delivery. Sometimes that means being induced. And we're just like still very much in the dark on all that. So we're just like still kind of waiting and seeing. I'm 34 weeks and 1 day. Some of my symptoms that I feel like I'm experiencing the most are obviously the back pain. This has ebbed and flowed my whole pregnancy, but I definitely am having more of it now just because he's heavier and it's just harder to get around. The shortness of breath is definitely still there. I just get out of breath just talking. I would say like the newest symptom in the last few weeks is just my quality of sleep is rapidly declining. I was already not sleeping great, but it has just been like horrible the last few weeks, and I fear that it's going to be like this from here on out. And then I'm gonna have a newborn and not be sleeping because of the newborn, not because I'm pregnant. So I think I've just settled into the no sleep world. I am having to pee a lot, but like it just kind of depends on the night. Sometimes I can make it through the whole night and only get up once. Sometimes I'm getting up 5, 6, even 7 times. It kind of just depends on the night. Nesting is definitely in full swing. We have everything pretty much ready for him. His nursery's done. My hospital bag and the baby's hospital bags are packed. Because this is my first time being pregnant, I'm not sure like what feelings certain things are sometimes. So this morning, I like think that I had my first like Braxton Hicks contraction, but I'm just not sure entirely what that was. It was definitely a new feeling. Really, the biggest thing is just that he's heavy. I feel like I'm heavy and I'm just like lumbering and like literally waddling around everywhere that I go. I'm basically just constantly uncomfortable, but I know that it's all gonna be worth it. And honestly, I've had a really good pregnancy overall. Obviously, being pregnant is hard, but it's also a privilege, and I just feel so lucky that I've gotten to carry my son. We are just getting so excited to meet him so soon. Sorry about the noise, my husband's getting in the shower, but I'm going to go do my hair and get dressed, and we're gonna be off to take our maternity pictures. I'm so excited to see how they turn out. I'm trying to end this freaking video. Bye.